Hello students, I am Richa Bhatt from MMPS. Welcome in your class 8th. Today we will study lesson 1 of geography, that is resources. First we will define about resources. Anything that can be used to satisfy a need is a resource. So whatever thing which is used to satisfy us, it is called resources. Example are water, electricity, rickshaw, vegetable, books, furniture, etc. So anything which is used by us, which is useful to us, it is called resources. Now there are some other things related to resources are resources have utility and value. What is the meaning of utility? Means usability. And value means worth. All resources have usability, all resources are used, and all resources are having value. Every resources has different value. For example, gold, silver, or all metals have economic value. Gold, silver, and metals are giving us money. Now, beautiful landscape is not having economic value. It gives us pleasure. So it has aesthetic value. So beautiful metals are having economic value. Beautiful landscape is not having economic value. It is having aesthetic value because it gives us pleasure. Remedies of grandmother, it is also not having economic value. But when they are patented and sold by a medical firm, they have economic value. Humans are also resources. Humans have discovered fire, wheel, transport, hydroelectricity, and etc. So, humans are also resources because they are inventing many things. Now, we will come to our next topic, types of resources. There are three types of resources: natural resources, human made resources, and human resources. First, we will study about natural resources. So, resources that are drawn from nature and used without much modification are called natural resources. So, all resources which are derived from nature and we are using it as it is, not much of modification, they are known as a natural resources. For example, air, water, soil, minerals, all are natural resources. Now there is a further division of natural resources. So the division of natural resources are, first is on the basis of origin, they are of two types, abiotic and biotic. On the basis of development and use, they are again of two types, actual and potential. On the basis of stock, again they are of two types, renewable and non-renewable. And on the basis of distribution, again they are of two types, ubiquitous and localized. So we will study all this division in a detailed. Now we will come to our next topic. On the basis of origin, on the basis of origin, resources are of two type, abiotic and biotic. Abiotic resources, non-living resources, example soil, minerals, water, etc. All the non-living resources are abiotic resources. Biotic resources, living resources. Example, humans, plants and animals are biotic resources. So, on the basis of origin, there are two types of resources, abiotic resources and biotic resources. Now, on the basis of development and use, they are again of two types, actual resources and potential resources. So, what are the actual resources? The resources whose quantity is known. These resources are being used in present. So, the resources which we know and which we are using in the present, these resources are known as actual resources. We know about these resources. We know the quantity of these resources, and right now in the present we are using these resources. For example, the rich deposits of coal in Ruhr region of Germany. We know that in Germany there is a area Ruhr where there is a rich deposit of coal and we are using it. Petroleum in West Asia. We know that there is a petroleum in West Asia and we are using it. Dark soil in Deccan Plateau in Maharashtra. We know that there is a dark soil in Maharashtra and right now we are using it. Now, the other type of resource, potential resource, whose entire quantity may not be known and these are not being used at present. We don't know about these resources and right now we are also not using it. We don't know about the quantity of these resources are potential resources. So what is the difference between actual and potential resources? Actual resources, we know about the resource, we know the quantity of this resource and we are using it. And what is the potential resource? We don't know about these resources, we don't know about the quantity of these resources, and even we know about these resources but we are not having technology to use these resources. Either we don't know about these resources, either we know about the resources but we are not having technology to use these resources. Just I will give you some example. So what are the potential resources? Whose entire quantity may not be known and these are not being used at present. These resources could be used in the future. We don't have enough technology to use these resources. So we know that there are the resources but we don't have enough technology to use these resources. For example, we know that in our desert area there is a solar energy. We can do many more things by solar energy. So it is a very good resource to us but we are not having enough technology to use this solar energy. We know that solar energy is there in desert area but we are not having technology to use it. Maybe in future we are able to use that energy. So the potential energy means we either we don't know that these resources are there, or even we don't have technology to use these resources. These resources are potential resources. Now the example of these resources are uranium found in Ladakh that could be used in future. Uranium is a very important thing to make a atomic bomb or some weapons, atomic weapons or nuclear weapons. Uranium is a very important thing to make some atomic or nuclear weapon, and we are having it. It is in Ladakh. Though we are having uranium in Ladakh in our country, but we can't use it because we are not having proper technology to using this. Maybe in future we will have that type of technology and we will use uranium. So right now it is potential. We know that there is a uranium in Ladakh, but right now we can't use it because we are not having technology to use it. So we can say that uranium in Ladakh is a potential energy. High speed winds were potential resources for 200 years ago. When the high speed winds were going earlier, we knew that there was some energy in these winds but we didn't know how to use it. But now after 200 years we are able to use the energy of wind, and we use this energy by planting or by establishing windmills. Now in many areas lot of energy is generated by these windmills. So high speed winds were potential resources for 200 years ago. Now they are actual resources. Before 200 years they were potential resources. We knew that there is some energy in wind but we didn't know how to use it. But after 200 years 200 years we got the technology to use this energy, and now windmills are used in Netherlands, Nagarcoil in Tamil Nadu, and on Gujarat coast. So this is the potential resources. There are some more division of natural resources on different types. We will study in our next video. Thank you.